Hello and welcome to the Teesside Lines breakdown presented by Teesside Ballers. I'm your host Ben Sedgwick, and recently this Saturday Teesside Lines had a game at the Olympia Stadium against Myerscough. Here are the highlights brought to you by Cuff Photography. The Teesside Lions were looking for their first win of the season, having started 0-6, while the visitors Myerscough had started their season much better, going 3-3. Both sides had a minute's silence to commemorate Remembrance Weekend. Myerscough opened the scoring, Zach Tresvant dishing to Sayomi Latadan Adabi from the post. Marcello Maffezzoli, he got this great mid-range shot to go. He finished with 22 points. Maffezzoli again, pump fake into some nice crossover moves and gets his mid-range shot to go. Myerscough on the counter-attack, and Mark Rangeley got his three-point shot to drop. Maffezzoli had this great highlight play getting Jacob Bobkowski on the floor, but Bobkowski made up with it a few plays later, getting his three-point shot to go. Maffezzoli again with a nice step-back mid-range move. Oliver Esingle, he pump faked inside and got his shot to go. In the post, Zach Tresvant showing a nice spin move and finish there. Benas Maldutis dishing to Maffezzoli and he gets his three-point shot to go. Ayomide Iberndi missing his shot, but Emmanuel Akubo gets the offensive rebound. Myerscough finished the game with 31 rebounds off the offensive glass, which was 13 more than the Lions. Back to the studio. So that was the result. Myerscough winning 95-63. After the game, we caught up with Teesside Lions players Marcello Maffezzoli and Benas Maldutis.
Hello, I'm the Ben Sedgwick reporting for fixture. I'm here with
Marcello Maffezzoli. I play for Teesside Lions and I'm a point guard.
I think not the result you would have wanted today, but you led the team in scoring with 22 points. What was that like?
It was cool. It hasn't really happened last year, so this year we had a good talk with the team. We got good chemistry. We're trying to figure things out right now. It's going to come soon. We've seen a couple of games ago, last few games pretty good. Even if we lost, we were point to point with the best teams in the league. So this is just a minor setback. We'll get back on top of our stuff soon.
I think you scored a really good mid-range shot where you had like an ankle breaker. What was that like?
It's basketball. Everything happens. The ankle breaker, dunked on. If you jump to and you get dunked on, you're trying to block it. It's just basketball. That's not what we care about. We care about the win.
Yeah. I think Myerscough led with 31 offensive rebounds, while Teesside Lions had 18 rebounds with offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
Do you think that sort of difference was sort of a key reason in the result?
Yeah, they got us in the offensive boards, on the basket and threes. So that's what we got to look at next time. But we're definitely going to have a good talk on training next week.
Yeah, thanks for your time.
No worries, thank you.
Hello, I'm Ben Sedgwick, reporting for TUX. I'm here with
Benas Maldutis, and I play for Teesside Lions.
And where do you play?
I play as a point guard on the Teesside Lions roster.
You had to come off in the third quarter after an elbow injury. How's your elbow holding up at the moment?
Currently, it's all right, but took me out of the game, so it's a bit painful.
Yeah. Do you think you'll potentially miss the next game, or do you think you're hopeful that you'll be able to make it?
Hopefully not, because I'm quite young, so hopefully the speedy recovery will be ready for next week. So.
Yeah. You're originally from Lithuania. I think what has been sort of the cultural differences between Lithuania and the UK?
So Lithuania is a very basketball heavily related country. So I like to watch all the EuroLeagues and any Euro Cup games, just to enhance my ability and IQ level and apply it to when I play games, and also just putting all effort in outside of the court.
I think when you're playing defense, you have a very tenacious style. Is that something that comes from like Lithuanian culture, or is that just something that is just to you?
Just my pride. I like playing defense every time I'm on the court. I like to put 100% effort in on the court, and I'd like to dive for every loose ball, try and grab as many rebounds, try to put all my effort into the court.
Yeah, I think you should take a lot of like 3-pointers in your games. That's something that sort of apart from like board jersey system, you have to practice quite a lot.
Yeah, so 3 points, because I'm quite a short guard, I'm a 6 foot guard, so yeah, 3 points are quite a heavy aspect of my game, and then also trying to get into the mid range and try to create opportunities from that.
Yeah, thank you for your time.
No worries.
Some good stuff there from the Teesside Lions players. And now here is a statement from Teesside Lions chairman James Thomson on the game. On the game, he said, "In previous games, we've let the result get away from us, but today I felt it was a dominant performance by Myerscough. We were missing some of our more physical players, which affected us. We're starting to see players settle into their roles. Maffezzoli had a great game today. Omotowoju really shone, and Benas Maldutis impressed before his injury." So yeah, that's all the interview work done, and now it's time for the breakdown. I'm joined by Teesside Lions correspondent Layne. Layne, it's great to have you today. What did you make of the game?
Well, thank you for having me, and I think it was a bit of a struggle for Teesside Lions, especially in the second quarter. That's when the game really got out of hand. It was a close first quarter, but then Myerscough really pulled away in the second quarter, and a lot of that was due to physicality. The Lions just could not keep up physically with the Myerscough.
Yeah, I think something that was brought up in the chairman's thing was Emmanuel Adenine. He's a 6'9" centre, brought a lot of physicality, and it seemed like he was definitely missing in that game.
Yeah, they certainly could have done with a bit more height, especially around the rim. They went through a lot of dry spells, a lot of droughts, not scoring much, and the easiest way to break out of those slumps is just to get some easy points under the basket, get some nice dunks, some nice layups, and a big 6'9" player really would have helped in those situations.
Yeah. I think another thing obviously that was brought up to Maffezzoli about the rebounds in, and obviously the chairman brought it up with the physicality. A lot of times, you know, Teesside Lions, they play a good defence, force a miss from Myerscough, and then, you know, when the ball's coming down after the shot, they'd get the offensive rebound and get those second chance opportunities, which created a pace of scoring that ultimately Teesside Lions weren't able to keep up with in the end.
I think that was another major issue with the Teesside Lions' performance there. They just did not have the second chances that Myerscough did. They did not come away with enough rebounds to keep themselves in the game.
And it seems like at the moment they're kind of going with these very sort of small ball 3-guard lineups, and it definitely it's having a lot of downside in terms of the physicality that we're playing with, and they're sort of playing a very 3-point heavy lineup, but it feels like they could benefit for trying to play both sides of the ball, which like Myerscough did, playing inside and also playing outside as well.
I think Myerscough really beat us in our own game in that aspect, because you said that we're going through for a lot of threes, but Myerscough just had better range shooting, I think. I think we had some decent 3-point shots and certainly some good opportunities, but Myerscough just took advantage of their opportunities more.
Yeah, and I think there's definitely the fact that I think your 3-point shooting is most effective when a team fears you as a threat in the interior.
You've got to have your presence inside the paint in order to gather that room and gather that space outside to get those nice clear 3-point opportunities.
Yeah. And I think they see a lot of impressive post scoring, and I think that's definitely something that Teesside Lions would benefit from. You know, Jaden Wise-Malcolm, he's 6'9", and as only a 16-year-old player, he's definitely someone who could be very malleable and can develop lots of new skills like developing his post work.
Yeah, having a young player at only 16 years old, like you said, that is extremely beneficial for the team, especially if he can get some reps early and get some meaningful game time, because that just means that he's going to be able to develop quicker, and he's also going to be able to develop more skills and more schemes of playing.
Yeah. I think during the game, the Teesside Lions chairman, he mentioned how a new signing is coming at the next game who's played internationally for Senegal. Do you think this is something that the fans should be excited about?
That's certainly something that the fans should be excited about. There's certainly an international Senegalese player. He's going to bring more physicality, and he's also going to bring a presence around the rim that we were missing in that last game. And so that's something that we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on, and a signing that should hopefully start bringing some wins.
Good stuff there, Layne. And on to the next game, next Saturday at 6 p.m. at the Olympia Stadium. Teesside Lions will be up against Liverpool, and with the Lions currently being 0-7 in the season, hopefully with a new international Senegalese player in the squad, it can change their fortunes. Thank you so much for being here today, Layne.
Yeah.
And thank you for watching.